So, Race Matters Friends made a records request from the city and the police department about records related
How's
to
that
community
going?
policing. We have not yet gotten the records from the police department, but we have from the city. And I had an opportunity to hear Chief Burton and Sergeant Fox speak just last week at the Citizens Police Review Board. Chief Burton says magnanimously, I would say, at every opportunity that the city will have whatever kind of policing the community wants. He makes that promise quite regularly. It is interesting that he does not seek input from the community, and Sergeant Fox is unfamiliar with grassroots organizations that have spoken to council on the topic of policing. In our records request, we found a note from Sergeant Fox to a city staff person named Casey asking her to find a contact person for organizations that were recommended to him by someone from a meeting he had with RMF. He apologized to Casey, saying these organizations may not be actual or may be defined. Let me read to you the 8 organizations that Sergeant Fox does not believe exists. Centro Latino, I hope you're familiar with the good work of our Edward Crespi. Faith Voices, a consortium of local pastors. Pastors Molly Hush Gordon and C.W. Dawson have spoken at this podium about racial profiling for Faith Voices. Empower Missouri, many of you know that as the association that Don Love is associated with for doing VSR data analysis. He also was wondering if the Fellowship of Reconciliation was real. That group's leader, Jeff Stack, has spoken here about policing and racism. He questions the reality of the Islamic Center a few blocks from here, a school, a house of worship, and formerly a grocery store. He questioned the existence of Veterans for Peace from the Mid-Missouri Peace Works. The Minority Men's Network, he questions the reality of. The president of that organization has had correspondence with council that we did find in our record search. Worley Street Roundtable has been active with the Columbia Public Schools. A founding member of Worley Street Roundtable has spoken at this podium to you about racism and policing. I wonder if Sergeant Fox continues to believe that these are phony organizations or defunct, because we found no correspondence between him and any of these organizations in our record request. If Burton really believes the city will have the kind of policing that it wants, why are these grassroots organizations dismissed in the community engagement process?